Sexual reproduction. Learning outcomes of this study are: explain why sexual reproduction is beneficial, explain how sexual reproduction requires genetic material DNA from two parents, explain the process of sexual reproduction. There are two modes of plant reproduction. First is the asexual reproduction and second is the sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction involves fusion of male and female gametes to form a zygote, which develops into an embryo to form seed. In crop plants, male and female gametes are produced in specialized structures known as flowers. Process of sexual reproduction. This fundamental process of reproduction is DNA replication. In other words, if an organism wants to continue its species, then they need to transfer their traits to the next generation by DNA copying, which occurs during the process of reproduction. We know asexually reproducing organisms copied their DNA and divided themselves into new cells, which are their clones. Since the process of replication is not completely reliable, there are chances of variation, but they are quite limited. Organisms need to adapt themselves to the changing environment. The creation of variants needs to be hastened for this reason. This will only happen when there is a union of two different DNAs. That highlights the significance is sexual reproduction in organisms. If two reproducing cells simply join, the chromosome number in the new organism will be doubled. But this cannot happen because the number of chromosomes in each cell of every organism fixed. The same holds good for the reproducing cell. Thus, the reproducing cells from both parents reduce their chromosome number into the half before fusion and are called gametes or germ cells. In simple organisms, the size and shape of gametes are almost the same, but in higher organisms, a male gamete is small and mobile, while female gamete is large, immobile, and they store food for the fetus. The gametes are produced in a specialized system called the reproductive system. Features of sexual reproduction. Two parents are involved, both male and female. Gamete formation and fertilization take place. The whole process is slow and lengthy. Variation occurs. Offspring are different from parents genetically and physically. Flower distribution on the plant. Perfect or hermaphrodite flower. This contains both stamens and pistil. Staminate flower. Contains stamens but not pistil. Pistillate flower. Contains pistil but not stamen. Monoecious species, staminate and pistillate flowers occur on the same plant. Dioecious species, staminate and pistillate flowers occur on different plants. Examples are papaya, date palm, and hemp. Sporogenesis. This is the production of microspores and megaspores. Microsporogenesis. This is the production of microspores. Megasporogenesis. Production of megaspores. Gametogenesis. This is the production of male and female gametes in the microspores and megaspores. Microgametogenesis refers to the production of male gamete or sperm. Megagametogenesis, the development of embryo sac from megaspore.
Pollination refers to the transfer of pollen grains from anther to stigmas. Modes of pollination. Self-pollination or autogamy is the transfer of pollen from an anther to a stigma within the same flower or to a stigma of another flower on the same plant. Cross-pollination or allogamy is the transfer of pollen to the stigma in a flower on a different plant. Often cross-pollination refers to outcrossing of 15 to 30% in self-pollinated crops. Fertilization is the fusion of the sperm with the egg cell producing a diploid zygote. Floral mechanisms promoting self-pollination. Cleistogamy. Flowers do not open at all. Cosmogamy, it is a flowers open but only after pollination has taken place. Stigmas are closely surrounded by anthers. Flowers open but the stamens and the stigma are hidden by other floral organs. Stigmas become receptive and elongate through the staminal columns. Mechanism promoting cross-pollination. Dichlyny or unisexuality is a condition in which the flowers are either staminate or pistillate. Monoesy. Staminate and pistillate flowers occur in the same plant either in the same inflorescence or in separate inflorescence. Dioecy. The male and female flowers are present on different plants. Dichogamy is stamens and pistils of hermaphrodite flowers may mature at different times. Protogyny. Pistils is mature before stamens, and the protandry is stamens mature before pistils. Self-incompatibility refers to the failure of a flower to fertilize the same flower or other flowers on the same plant. Male sterility refers to the absence of functional pollen grains in otherwise hermaphrodite flowers.